understand the restlessness of the mind, and embark on an enriching philosophical journey by delving into Seneca's work on the tranquility of the mind. In this video, the renowned Stoic philosopher teaches us to explore the depths of our emotions and uncover the secrets to finding serenity amidst the chaos of the modern world. With insightful reflections and practical advice, Seneca guides us towards the pursuit of lasting inner tranquility, revealing the paths to true peace of mind. In this exclusive video, you will encounter essential information that will expand your knowledge and aid in your personal development. So, watch it until the end, leave your like, and share it with those who can benefit from these reflections. Reason and self-knowledge are fundamental in attaining tranquility. It is necessary to understand human nature and emotions in order to deal with them appropriately. Reason should govern emotions, not the other way around. Tranquility resides in the understanding that we are rational beings capable of reflection and conscious decision-making. Reason allows us to objectively assess situations, comprehend our thoughts and emotions, and act appropriately in response to them. Self-knowledge is the process of exploring and understanding oneself, including both conscious and unconscious aspects of our personality, beliefs, and motivations. When we seek to understand our human nature and the emotions we experience, we can identify thought and behavioral patterns that may lead to emotional disturbance. By understanding our emotions, we can manage them appropriately. Emotion, in itself, is neither good nor bad. It is a natural response to internal and external stimuli. However, when emotions become uncontrolled and dominate our actions, they can lead to suffering and disturbance. This is where reason comes into play. Reason enables us to evaluate emotions, understand their causes and consequences, and make conscious decisions about how to respond to them. By allowing reason to govern emotions, we can deal with them appropriately and avoid impulsive or disproportionate reactions. For example, if we are facing a challenging situation and feel anger, reason helps us impartially assess the situation, comprehend the reasons behind the anger, and consider the best course of action. Instead of impulsively acting out of anger, reason allows us to respond in a more balanced and constructive manner. Reason also aids in questioning our irrational thoughts and beliefs that may contribute to emotional disturbance. By examining our perceptions and interpreting situations more realistically, we can reduce the negative impact of disturbing emotions. Reason should not deny or suppress emotions. Instead, it should be used to understand, evaluate, and regulate emotions in a healthy and balanced manner. It empowers us to find a balance between the healthy expression of emotions and conscious control over them. The influence of unchecked desires and unbridled passions disturbs the mind. Excessive attachment to material pleasures and external circumstances leads to dissatisfaction and anguish. Seneca advises us to seek a simple and detached life, valuing virtue and wisdom over material possessions. Excessive desire for material pleasures and an unrestrained pursuit of perfect external circumstances lead to dissatisfaction, anguish, and a lack of inner tranquility. The relentless pursuit of material goods, such as wealth, fame, and power, often leads us into an endless cycle of desires and dissatisfaction. Excessive attachment to material possessions makes us dependent on them for happiness and contentment, resulting in constant restlessness. The key to tranquility lies in seeking a simple and detached life. We should value virtue and wisdom over material things. Seneca argues that true wealth lies in self-sufficiency, virtue, and wisdom, rather than external possessions. Lasting happiness cannot be found in the relentless pursuit of external pleasures, but rather in the pursuit of moral excellence and the cultivation of the mind. It is important to free ourselves from excessive desires and find inner contentment regardless of external circumstances. We should value internal qualities such as integrity, kindness, courage, and wisdom more than material possessions, which are transient and uncertain. Seneca addresses the view that the transitoriness of life and the inevitability of suffering are intrinsic aspects of human existence. Life is characterized by constant changes, uncertainties, and the inevitable presence of challenges and adversities. It is illusory to seek a life free of problems, as it goes against the very nature of the human condition. By accepting the transitoriness of life and recognizing the inevitability of suffering, we become better prepared to face challenges with serenity and courage. The pursuit of tranquility does not mean avoiding or denying problems, but rather developing an inner stance that allows us to deal with them in a balanced and resilient manner. Tranquility helps us accept and confront challenges with serenity by enabling us to cultivate a mental and emotional attitude that is not shaken by the ups and downs of life. It encourages us to adopt a broader perspective, understanding that difficulties are temporary and part of the natural course of life. Instead of resisting or despairing in the face of problems, tranquility empowers us to approach challenges with a calm and rational mind. It helps us find more creative solutions, make more thoughtful decisions, and act with courage in the face of adversity. Tranquility helps us develop emotional resilience, allowing us to face obstacles with a firm and confident stance. It encourages us to develop adaptation and flexibility skills in the face of inevitable changes in life. Seneca believes that tranquility also helps us fully enjoy the present moments by accepting the impermanence of life. We are encouraged to appreciate moments of joy and happiness, recognizing that they too are transient. In this way, we can find tranquility that does not depend on external circumstances, but rather on an inner stance that allows us to face the vicissitudes of life with serenity and courage. It is also important to have self-sufficiency and emotional independence. We should not depend on external circumstances to be happy, but rather develop an inner peace that is independent of external conditions. Tranquility is found within ourselves through the cultivation of virtue and self-control. Seeking happiness and tranquility solely in external things, such as wealth, fame, or power, is an unstable and uncertain path. These circumstances are transient and subject to change, and therefore, placing our happiness exclusively in these conditions makes us vulnerable and dependent on them. Instead, the true source of happiness and tranquility lies within ourselves. We should seek inner peace through the cultivation of virtue and self-control. Virtue, for Seneca, involves the development of moral qualities such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Cultivating virtue allows us to act according to ethical principles and intrinsic values regardless of external circumstances. In this way, we are able to find an inner peace that is not shaken by the fluctuations and uncertainties of the external world. Seeking tranquility through the cultivation of virtue and self-control requires a constant process of self-development and self-improvement. This involves the daily practice of examining our actions, thoughts, and emotions, seeking to align our behaviors with the ethical principles and moral values we consider important. We should also question our desires and impulses, and identify patterns of thought and behavior that lead us to emotional imbalance, adopting a stance of self-mastery and self-responsibility. By doing so, we can develop an inner peace that does not depend on external circumstances, but rather on our ability to act with wisdom, balance, and integrity, regardless of what happens around us. On the tranquility of the mind, we are invited to reflect on the essence of inner peace and its transformative impact on our lives. Seneca presents us with a work that transcends time, offering timeless teachings on how to find balance, face challenges with courage, and cultivate a serenity that accompanies us regardless of external circumstances. By internalizing the lessons transmitted by Seneca, we are empowered to walk the path of tranquility, discovering the preciousness of a serene mind amidst the turbulence of existence. Remember to like the video and leave your comments.